morning everyone and welcome back to another maths lesson. Today's learning objective is to use column subtraction for 4-digit and 3-digit numbers when exchanging is required in multiple columns. So your vocabulary for today: exchanging, digits, thousands, subtract, column subtraction, calculation, subtract and equal signs, and place value. Those will be very, very important. So let's look at the doing. We have a 4-digit number subtracted from a 3-digit number. Thousands, hundreds, tens, ones. So make sure when you're doing your working out, you have used your place value. It's very important. So let's go through the first question together. Let's see what we can do. It says here then, 7 subtract 9. Can we do it? Well, no, because if we remember the commutative law and we remember when we subtract, can we have the smallest number first? Would we have the bigger number at the top? No. Can't go into negatives because this number here is bigger than this number here, so it can't go backwards, just doesn't work. So we need to do exchanging. Okay, we need to go back and use our exchanging. Knock next door into the tens column. Okay, from here we can take 1 10 away from 50 to turn it into 40. Bring our 10 over here. So now it would say 17 subtract 9, which you know you can do. Now if you know your number bonds to 10, you know that 9 add what is 10? Or 1. And all you've got left is 7. So 7 add 1 is 8. 4 subtract 7. Can you do it? No, remember the law, the commutative law. Knock next door. Ooh, can we take one of the hundreds and exchange it for a 10? Let's take one away, which leaves us with 2. Bring it over. So now we have 140 subtract 70. Can you do 140 subtract 70? Yes, you can. Or 14, 7. 7 add 7 is 14. Oh, okay, so 14 subtract 7 must be 7. 2 subtract 5. Can you do that? Would it be 3? No, because we can't have the smallest number first, can we? So again, let's knock next door and think about exchanging. 8 thousands. I'm going to take one of my thousands away here, which leaves me with 7 thousands, and I'm going to bring my 1,000 here. 1,200 subtract 500. Or if we make it 100 times smaller, 12 subtract 5. Can I do that? Yeah, much easier. 7. Okay? 7 subtract nothing equals 7. Okay? And there is my answer. 4-digit number subtract a 3-digit number gives me this 4-digit number here. So your try it then is 9,111 subtract 998. Okay, so pause the video now please. Do that and we will come back to the answer. So pause now. Okay, let's go through the answer together then. Please make sure you have done the try it. Okay, the try it or practice it is there for you to have a go at so you know what you're doing. So don't skip ahead, please. So let's write it out together. Thousands, hundreds, tens, ones. I need my subtract sign here because if I don't put my subtract sign there, am I adding, am I subtracting? Nobody would know, and that's not good. So we need to make sure it's all clear. Here's my ruler, hiding in the back. One line here, because that's my equal sign. Here's my second equal sign. Plonk that there. All my numbers that need to go in. 9,111 subtract 998. Okay, so that's how you need to make sure you've laid it out. Okay, I'll try and make sure my numbers fit in there so you can see these. I'll write them small because you might be able to see from the screen. 1 subtract 8 you can't do. Move into the tens column. 11 and 8, pair them together, your answer is 3. Can't do 0 subtract 9, take 1 from here, got 0 left. 10 subtract 9 is 1. Can't do 0 subtract 9 again, let's go into the thousands column for an 8. 10 subtract 9, 1. 8 subtract nothing, 8. Make sense? Okay, as soon as you're done there, we're going to move on to stretch it. Okay, so today's stretch it then says 8,432 subtract 972 equals 2,712, and we need to explain Colin's mistake. So look very closely at the board. Look at the calculation and the column subtraction that Colin has done here, and then remember the vocabulary, please. So, place value is going to be very, very important when answering this question. Look at the way that Colin or Coco, I don't know which one's which to be honest, has arranged their numbers. 2 subtract nothing. Oh, so look what's happened. They've put the 972 here. So what mistake has been made? Look at the thousands column. Why is the 900 in the thousands column? Doesn't work, does it? Okay, so what Colin needs to do is he needs to shift these one place value position to the right, because that says 900. It doesn't say 9,000. It would if there was a 0 on the end, but there is no 0, is there? So the mistake Colin has made there is his place value is incorrect, and his numbers are in the wrong parts of the place value grid. So when you do your stretch it, that'll be your explaining part if that's done, but I want you to show me the answer as well, please. Okay then, solve it for today. It's quite a nice one actually, if you remember the rule and you use your inverse. Coco is subtracting a 3-digit number from a 4-digit number. The answer is 5,782. But in the number sentence, all the digits must be different, okay? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So remember, those are your digits. Those are the only digits you can use when you answer this question, okay? Because those are the digits we have in numbers. So if I was you, before we even try and solve it, make sure you've written out every single digit that you can, 0 to 9. Okay, you can only use them once because each digit is different. Now the answer here is 5,782. So if I was you, immediately make sure you have done your thousands, hundreds, tens and ones. Now you'll only need 7 digits because it's a 4-digit number and a 3-digit number. So you actually need 7 of these digits. Okay, now I've done this beforehand because I needed to have a little think about it. Remember, you're subtraction's there, okay, only using the digits once. So, do the inverse. You've got the number straight away, haven't you? So put that in the equal sign, and then have your numbers above, okay? So, first of all, I'll go for red. Let's make sure you can see it. This you can. 4 subtract 2 equals 2. Yep, super. Let's get rid of the 4. Let's get rid of the 2. Now this will be done trial by error as usual. Solve it. You're going to make mistakes. I had to do this 3 or 4 times before I worked it out. Okay, this subtract this is this. So something here, the answer is going to need to be 8. Okay, so for this one, I couldn't have 10 take away 2 because that's not going to fit. So the only one I had left was 8 take away 0 or 9 subtract 1. So I'm going to put my 9 subtract 1 here. So there's my 1, there's my 9. Okay, what happened next? So here, my answer is 7. I could do 9 subtract 2, couldn't I? But I've already used 9, I've already used 2. I could do 8 subtract 1, couldn't I? But I don't really fancy doing 8 subtract 1. I'm going to put my 8 down here. Okay, I need to work backwards here now. 7 add 8 is 15. So I'm going to put my 5 up here. Okay? But that means I need to have a 1 carried, doesn't it? Because 15 subtract 8 is 7. Okay, so that works. Then finally, if I put, okay, and this is where I'm going to use my brain, if I've had to carry a 1 from the thousands, and my answer is going to end up with 5, all I need to remember is 5 add 1 equals 6. Okay, so if you're confused here, just watch closely. If I put a 5 there, 5 subtract 8 you can't do. But 15 subtract 8 you can do, will give you 7. If I put 5 here though, and I subtract the 1,000 and exchange it, I'm going to get the answer 4. Won't work. If I put a 6 though, and I take 1,000 off and bring it over to the hundreds, I've now left with 5. And 5 subtract nothing is 5. Okay, so take your time on this. Work with the knowledge that you have. So I'm going to get rid of 5 over here. 5's done. 6, I actually did use a 6 as well. Okay, use the knowledge that you have. Work back to front. The tricky bit will be the hundreds column. Don't worry, work backwards. And remember, you're probably going to be taking a 1000 from the thousands column. So factor that in when you're working this out. Okay, give this your best shot and I'll look to see your answer soon. Okay, finally then for mastery, I've given you quite a cruel couple of questions here, but it's quite easy once you've sat down and thought about it. So it says make these number sentences work. And you can use the greater than, less than or equal to sign. 7 times 8 is something greater than, less than or equal to 9 times something. 33 divided by 11, greater than, less than, equal to 9 times something. 48 divided by 9, bear in mind this will have a remainder. Okay, this one will have a remainder when you divide it. Is greater than, less than or equal to 13, add something else. If you want to, as a real challenge, make that last one equal to. But you'll need to probably use decimals in that, okay? Give it your best shot. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry, okay? And I'm going to see your work very soon and hopefully give it a mark. Thank you, guys.